Good morning, good morning. Doing another one, different route, different part of town. Gonna do a little different, but a little later in the day. But want to get this message out. Been on my mind. Basically, shout out to a friend who's going through a health transition. Hoping he gets better, hoping he pulls through. But I was talking to him, and he, he's going through the transition and stuff like that. And we talked about health and gratitude, and I told him I was going to make a video about it, and here it is. Basically, even for myself, we all do this. We take it for granted. We take our health for granted, right? We're in healthy states, and we're not doing anything with our lives. We're wasting time. We're probably making things worse by like drinking more, smoking or doing this or doing that, and not really taking care of ourselves. And I'm not saying he was doing all that stuff. That's not what I'm saying. Sometimes things. God's choice, universe, source, has a message. That is spoken through with our health, and I don't know much of his personal life or much of his business, and I'm not going to ask, but this is just in general, whether you're healthy or not, whether, you're putting in time and effort into yourself, is just in general. It's at some point, we all have to be a little bit more cautious about our health, our wellness, and have gratitude for it. It's a general thing. Like one of my things is like when I see people like with a missing leg, a missing limb, or they're born a certain way, and it's like, they're not experiencing life the way we are, the majority are, and we take it for granted. We could speak, we can move, we could do certain things, and we're not activating and moving in our full potential. We're leaving room on the table. We're leaving effort on the table. We're leaving, attention to detail on the table, potential on the table. We're leaving things out because we're not in full gratitude. It's like, imagine someone with no leg, and they can't really run, and here we are, we don't even want to go for a jog or a walk, for our health, and these people are on a wheelchair or on crutches or whatever, and like, man, they'll do anything to be able to do that. And for those that can, don't do it. That's what I'm talking about. It's this lack of gratitude that we have to do these basic things. Like, I'll give you an example. Earlier this year, a couple months ago, I approached this girl. I saw her energy. I was just like, okay, yeah, you got it. Let me go up to you. And I went up to her and asked her for her number. I wanted to call her. I did not want her social media. I wanted to go direct, straight up. And she said she couldn't give it to me. And I just said, okay, till next time. And I left it at that, and I walked out. Kept it casual, cool, calm, and collected. Didn't bother her again, or didn't try to do anything to get her attention. Like, I didn't try to impress her, or try to be in her vicinity. I just stuck to my routine. And yeah, I was thinking about it here and there, for sure, not gonna lie. And I was like, okay, I could have done this better, I could have done that better. That whole spiel. And of course, everybody want to win, right? Everybody want to win. That's what we're here for. Everybody want to win and excel, prosper, achieve all those things, right? And of course, a part of me was like, man, I should have got it. I should have won. But the other part is, I'm not in control of that. I'm not in control of whatever her situation is. Maybe she's in a relationship, maybe she's in transition, all these things, whatever. Well, the thing is that there was an energy within that started kind of taking over, where it was just kind of like, oh, this sucks, and the whole mental chatter that wants to overcome you. I'm like, no, it doesn't suck. It's fine. It's part of the game. It's a numbers game. I'm getting better. Like, I got better. And of course, the mental chatter kept coming in. And I remember I was at the gym and I was walking outside, and I look to my right as I'm going to my car, and this lady comes out the store and she has an amputated leg. Or no, not amputated, it's a prosthetic leg, where there's an extension of their leg, and they're walking in it. You could see the metal bar coming out of their shorts. And I just look, and it just hit me instantly. It hit me real instantly. It said, at least you were able to walk up to her and talk to her and leave. Whether the outcome was good or bad, you were able to do it. And like, I totally understood. Like, I have my both legs. I was able to walk up to her. Some people can't do that. Some people might have to be in a wheelchair. Some people might have to, go up on crutches. Some people might have to crawl, And so that's what I'm talking about. It's that this gratitude for these little things that we're able to do that we forget. And before I started wallowing more into that chatter and bouncing back and forth, where I was proud of myself for approaching, I went back to counting my blessings, my gratitude, for these little things, and even being able to be like, oh shoot, I was able to hit the gym. I was able to hit the gym and use all limbs, and that's what I'm talking about. That's why when I was talking to David, we talked about health and gratitude, because it's like, when we don't have it, we really don't have anything. Once we have our health, we basically have it all. We have everything we need. We have exactly what we need. And doing things like the dishes, doing things like little errands and house chores and stuff like that. Like, man, we're so blessed to be able to do that. Like, we are. And I'm not gonna lie, yeah, we forget. We don't like it. We basically, get distracted. We basically, start focusing on other things outside of ourselves. And when we do that, it's like we just lose our presence. We lose our connection to life and the opportunity and the fulfillment in the moment. And that's a process that we have to get out of. We have to get out of and have that gratitude all the time. One of my sayings now is, we only have gratitude on Thanksgiving. We're thankful for this, we're thankful for that. And 364 days out of the rest of the year, it's like we're not thankful. Our actions do not represent our gratitude, our thankfulness, right? We don't want to do this, we don't want to do that. And I'll raise my hand. I'll raise my hand and say, that's me too. That's me too, and I'm battling that. And I'm getting better. Part of it is making these videos. I didn't want to make these videos. I didn't want to make time, effort, or energy to make these videos. I was in comfort. I was in lack of gratitude. I was being a little selfish with my time and with my comfort, And here I am. I'm holding this selfie stick, and I'm thankful for both arms, that I'm able to hold the selfie stick. Some people don't have arms. Some people lost it in war. Some people were born with a deficiency, And I have to tell myself, it's like, what am I doing? What am I doing to show my gratitude? These little things I could be doing more of and giving more of, and uplifting and inspiring and putting good intentions out into the universe. I'm gonna go this way because I grew up playing baseball. Yeah, it's these little things. And so that's where we're at. That's where we're at. Gratitude for our health and putting effort into into maintaining it, into being able to operate in it. And you know, I always say this, and it goes for myself. We always want more. We want more. We want more. We want more. But we're not even in gratitude with what we have. We're not even utilizing what we have and what we can do and stuff like that. And you know, it's one of those things where you know, we have to just be more aware of it and put more effort in. We always have room for more. We always can give more. We can do more. We could excel more. I mean, it just doesn't stop. It just doesn't stop. So, I mean, we keep going. We keep going. We keep getting better. We keep utilizing what we have, and we excel. And again, shout out to David, man. Shout out to David. He's been doing some personal development work. I actually ran into him at a personal development conference, and you know, it was good to see him in person. And you know, he was zoned in, locked in. And then when I kept in touch with him, he talked about you know, his health situation, and you know, it got me thinking. It's like, yeah, you know, health is like the most important. Like, if we don't got our health, it's like, what do we really have? You know, we can't enjoy life. There was a saying I came across a long time ago. It's like, you could have 99 problems. Yeah, you can have 99 problems and life is still good, but you can have one problem and that's your health, and everything is horrible. Something like that. Something like that. You can have 99 problems, but your health is good, you have no problems. But you can have no problems and your health is bad, and you have all the problems, basically. So just a shout out, reminder, and just a sense of presence and you know, reflection of our health, and what are we doing to maintain it? What are we doing to keep it tip-top shape? What are we doing to stay in alignment with, you know, the source, the creator, that, you know, we're protected, we're guided, we're the best version of ourselves by maintaining our health. So that's the video on this one. Just shout out to everyone that's been tuning in, and you know, let's hit the gym. Let's eat a little better. Let's cut out some stuff. Let's you know, get a little bit more active. You know, let's do some internal and physical fitness in order to excel and enjoy this journey, this path. So on to the next. Just getting better. We're just getting better around here. We're just getting better. We excelling, prospering. It's all about winning, right? It's what we're here for. We all want to win. All right, y'all, on to the next. Peace.